Hello, I'm Nathaniel Anderson. Today we're going to show you how to use a Sony Sharpshooter and a Sony Move with tactical AR. To get started, I'll tell you what you need. You need a Sony Sharpshooter, a Sony Move, a compatible Bluetooth host device, and a USB mini B cable. And this needs to be a data cable, not a charging cable. I'm going to show you how to make sure that you have a data cable. We'll press the Windows key to bring the Start menu up and start to type in game controllers. You'll see I have no game controllers right now. When I plug in my Move, the cable, you'll see that it shows up here. So now that we've verified we have a good cable, we need to open Steam, go to Library, go down to Tactical AR, and Properties. We go to Local Files, browse Local Files, go to Tactical AR Data, and Streaming Assets. I'm going to hold Shift and right click and go down to Open Command Window here. This makes it so that we are able to type in command and run one of those programs. So we'll see right now if this isn't plugged in, there's nothing blinking. Once we plug it in, there's a slow blinking light. We're going to run PS Move Pair. Press Enter. And it says that I do not have a Bluetooth host. That's because I don't have my Bluetooth dongle plugged in. So I'll go ahead and plug in my Bluetooth dongle. With the Bluetooth dongle plugged in, when I try to run this now, it says, hey, go ahead and press your PlayStation button. Once I pressed the PlayStation button, it said connection verified, which means that my Sony Move has a solid light here, which means it's now connected. So if I go back over to game controllers and look at properties, I can press buttons and you'll see that they all get pressed here. That means now for my Sharpshooter, I can take the controller, put it in, and we now see all of our button presses here coming through. Now when we say all, that does not add support for the reload button or for the select your switch. Sometimes using PS Move Pair will not always pair your Move controller. If it does not, run PS Move Pair When. Say yes when you get the pop-up that it wants to make changes. And then you want to keep going through, following what it says of continually pressing the PlayStation button when the light stops blinking until you get your solid light. Once you have a solid light, that's everything you need to do to be ready to be able to play tactical AR with a PlayStation Move and a Sharpshooter. At this point, anytime that you want to play again, you don't have to go through any of that process. When your PlayStation Move is off, you just press the PlayStation button, you'll get a solid light on here, it's ready to use, and when you're done, you hold that button in for 8 seconds. Around that time, your light will turn off, and then your controller is ready to be charged again. That's all there is to it. So now that our PlayStation Move's connected, let's get ready to play the game. I'll get my Sharpshooter controller, take the front off, go ahead and turn on my PlayStation Move, wait for the red to turn solid light, and I will put that into the gun. I'll get my Vive controller, go ahead and turn that on, get my green light so I know it's connected, and put that up on top of the Sharpshooter. Let's go ahead now and we will launch Tactical AR. So I'll click on the gear up top, go over to Input, and I'll select PlayStation Sharpshooter with Vive controller, and I'll leave Sharpshooter Teleport as my movement. We see up here, Sharpshooter controller is active, which means it sees the guns there. So I'll give you a little playthrough now.